Today I couldn't think of anything to ramble on about for you guys, so I thought that I would ramble about the dead internet theory. Now, I've seen quite a few videos, some notably from Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers, who did a fantastic job covering this, I think, and that was my first exposure to the dead internet theory. Now, why do I want to talk about this? Well, obviously we got TikTok back, and I've noticed on TikTok and YouTube, and I talked about it in a video like a couple weeks ago that I made, that there's a lot of bot activity on the internet, and the dead internet theory kind of goes along with bots. So I have it pulled up here in screen cap, and we'll read it together. So this is just from Wikipedia. I know there's a 4chan about it that, yeah, so origins and spread. So we'll just start with that. So it originated on 4chan, I think. So we will just read this together, kind of discuss it, and that will be it. All right. Origins and spread. Now this is from Wikipedia, just on Chrome. Nothing spectacular. The dead internet theory's exact origin is difficult to pinpoint. In 2021, a post titled Dead Internet Theory, Most of the Internet is Fake, was published onto the forum Agora Roads Macintosh Cafe board by a user named Illuminati Pirate, claiming to be building on previous posts from the same board and from Wizard Chan, making the term spread beyond these initial image boards. So basically, it was started on a Chan page. Somebody wrote an article or a Chan about it, and it's very interesting and very in depth. So we'll just kind of summarize this. I don't want this to be an extremely long video because there's other creators who have put a lot of time and research into this, whereas I just want to kind of make it known for people that might not understand or might have never heard of it before, because it was really interesting to me when I heard about it. So the whole claim from everything, we'll read the whole article here. The dead internet theory has two main components: that organic human activity on the web has been displaced by bots, which if you have a conscience and use the internet daily, you will see Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, etc. All right? And algorithmic, I can't, whatever, curated search results, and that state actors are doing this in a coordinated effort to manipulate the human population. The first part of this theory is that bots can create much of the content on the internet, perhaps contribute more than organic human content, has been a concern for a while. With the original post by Illuminati Pirate citing the article How Much of the Internet is Fake, turns out a lot of it. Actually, in a New York magazine, the dead internet theory goes on to include that Google and other search engines are censoring the web by filtering content that is not desirable and limiting what is indexed and presented in search results. So basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing now. That was a lot. Basically, what it's saying is there is a lot of bot activity on the internet today. And that is very true. There are whole Reddits, and I don't know them off the top of my head, but if you search it on Google, there are whole Reddits and subreddits that is literally bot-run pages with bots interacting, commenting, replying, generating ideas towards each other. There is not a single real person in those subreddits. And that's honestly scary. I know I covered it probably 2 or 3 weeks ago that the bot ran channels on YouTube, and how they make AI generated content and post it AI, all by themselves, and are generating views and all that stuff, and that is really scary. So, just for some info here. In 2016, security forum Impreva released a report on bot traffic and found that automated programs were responsible for 52% of web traffic, and that is an absurd statistic, but it's true. It's absolutely true. Just use Twitter. Like, if you're not a celebrity and you're not an athlete, just go on Twitter, follow some accounts, and then follow some big accounts. Just scroll down. Just scroll, and it'll be a lot of bot activity. Let's see. The report for 2023 found that 49.6% of internet traffic was automated, a 2% rise from 2022. And it was attributed to artificial intelligence models scraping the internet for training content, aka web scrapers or web crawlers. I think they're the same thing. They might not be. Let me know in the comments. So here, I think this might touch on Reddit. In the past, Reddit allowed free access to its API and data, which allowed users to employ third-party moderation apps and train AI in human interaction. Controversially, Reddit moved to charge for access to its user data sheet. Companies training AI will likely continue to use this data for training future AI. As LLMs such as ChatGPT become more available to the general public, they are increasingly being employed by Reddit by users and bot accounts. And I've seen that firsthand. A lot of this is bots. Here's some reference. It's very real. And again, I can't stress this enough. And if you have older people in your life, you got to make them known about this, because they might not know, and they might fall for some of that garbage that gets spewed, or AI generated slop, as people refer to it as. It's a very real thing. I see it every day, and I'm sick of seeing it, quite honestly. The internet. When I started using the internet, way back, and I so far long ago that I don't even know the year. I was in like first grade or kindergarten. But I started using the internet on Windows XP. And well, not even Windows XP, Windows 97. I think it was 197. We had one XP computer in the computer lab at the time. So if you got that one, like, that was baller. Like, you were using some cool stuff, right? And I always remember very vividly, that was the first time I ever got to use the internet or use Google. And you could go on Google, and it was so easy to type things in like dog or cat, and it would pop up. I mean, relevant stuff, right? It wasn't force feeding you ads. I wasn't trying to sell you stuff. I wasn't trying to direct you to different pages with stuff that wasn't, relevant to anything you searched, right? It was just straightforward internet. And I remember this, kind of starting to change in high school, when I got to high school and in the computer lab. And it was, I think I was a freshman in 2012. So probably around 2014 or 2015 is when I kind of remember the internet. It wasn't how I remembered it. Now, that could have been, for me being older, and me being more conscious of what was going on around me. But it didn't seem right. I always thought you were trying to be sold something or pushed something, or, I'll answer this or answer that, or, what is your preference? And then the YouTube ads got, well, can you take a short survey to help YouTube? And the ads started becoming more invasive and stuff like that. And the internet's changing, and the internet has changed a lot, right? With the majority bots, we essentially killed the internet. Us, humans, we killed the internet. A wonderful invention that was invented to help users across the world communicate with each other productively and intellectually, right? And we filled it full of non-existent, non-conscience having bots that just kind of sit there and give you half-assed answers, and it's not a genuine feeling using the internet anymore. When I was little, we didn't have internet until I was a freshman in high school. So once a week we'd go to the public library, and I remember I had a Facebook at the time, but I remember using Miniclip, and I like to play 8-ball pool. Everybody's played 8-ball pool, I'm sure, at one point in their life, or has the app downloaded on their phone. But at this time, 8-ball pool was primarily used on a desktop PC. And it was neat because you could play with real people from across the world. And I always had the feeling, maybe once in a while I got a bot, but 99% of the time you were playing against a real person. Some other living, breathing, thinking person was playing you in pool. Nowadays, Miniclip, you can't play really anything online anymore. I think pool might be one of them you still can. But everything is moved to an app-based system on your phone. And who knows? Maybe if servers are slow, you're playing against a bot. And that takes away from the experience, I think. It really does. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that for a little bit. And I really lost track. I really didn't talk about the dead internet theory as much as I would have liked. But basically, what sums it up is we killed the internet. The internet is mainly filled with bots, web scrapers, web crawlers. And it's getting harder and harder to know if you actually have a genuine connection with somebody you meet online. For all you know, it could be a very well-trained AI. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, if you have older individuals in your life, please, please, please take it upon yourself to educate them about this. That bots are real. Some bots can be malicious. Some bots can help you. If you guys notice from my screen captures, I have ChatGPT. I love using it. It's very, very, very convenient for when I'm doing something on a computer. Heck, it can even make me a thumbnail. They're very poorly generated thumbnails, but it's a thumbnail nonetheless. But yeah, that's kind of all I got for today. I hope everybody had a fantastic Friday and a great start to their weekend. Hope you're staying warm. Well, warm everywhere, really. They got snow in Florida. But yeah, like I said before, that's about it. See ya.